husbands clash with wives, parents cross swords with children. The war for control of Carlos began the night he proposed, and Gabrielle had been losing ground to Juanita ever since. In this war, no prisoners would be taken.
Carlos, you always say how you're not putting away enough for retirement.
You know, baby, it would be a good idea if we cut back on expenses.
Speaking of Zach, haven't seen him around lately.
I thought he could use a change of scenery, so I sent him to stay with relatives.
Oh, which ones? So how'd you get the fat lip?
Not letting her out of my sight.
I'm not surprised he's playing it close to the vest.
Some antidepressants and a mood stabilizer.
And the woodsman will take out the thorn and send Mr. Wolf on his way. Well, with all due respect, let's leave the creative suggestions to the mothers who've assumed the heavy lifting.
Both he and Danielle are in the abstinence club.
Well, gosh, honey, I'm fresh out.
How much longer is your midlife crisis going to last? Because it is really starting to tick me off.
Let's get cracking. You guys go ahead. I might be a while.
Look, maybe we should just cool it for a while.
Thank you, Lynette, for that impassioned speech. But I believe that ship has sailed.
Well, that's what's so great about being in a democracy. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. So, all in favor of the woodsman going medieval on the big bad wolf sass.
Seems a shame for us to eat by ourselves. Shall I pull up a chair?
Turns out your mother is quite the card shark.
She dipped into her savings, started hawking jewelry. But it doesn't take much for her to fall off the wagon.
Is that how you see me? As some sort of prude who just lays there like a cold fish? I especially love the feel of a man. All that muscle and sinew pressed against my body.
That was a creative call.
I'll make a creative call. Well, crisis averted.
And now all anybody thinks about her is that she went off the deep end and did this terrible, selfish thing. And I owe it to her to find out the truth.
The man at the desk said there were no vacant rooms. Mind if I bunk with you?
I'll help for as long as I can, but I have a lot on my plate tonight. Ever chug a pot of Turkish coffee?
Well, for starters, you hate me.
Oh, that is overstating it. The bottom line is, no matter how much I dislike you, I love Carlos more. I'm not gonna risk my neck to protect you.
The house is spotless. There are no burritos lying around to pull my focus. Most normal, red-blooded men would be climbing the walls by now.
She had a magic potion handy. And the reality of what she had done began to sink in.
She's probably not stepping out on you.
I just didn't want you slipping into old habits.
I'm just grasping at straws.
There has been an oversight with the programs.
His mother's gonna take a slug to the heart, and you're gonna like it!